came in on Wednesday. There was I don't know what's going on these airplanes. Looks like a farm on the airplane now with the amount of animals coming down the aisle. When did this been okay? Why is it okay to just bring the dog, a parrot? You see, a couple months ago at the Newark airport, some idiot tried to bring a peacock. She had a peacock on her shoulder walking into the airport like it was Toomey luggage. I mean, what? The thing fell off. She's trying to gather it. When these people leave the house, anybody say anything to them? If I left the house with a peacock on my back, someone would come up to me. Where the fuck you going with that? You're gonna bring that on an airplane? What are you, nuts?
But no, they told me you gotta go to a salon. That's where you gotta go. They do it in a way it doesn't look like it's going, right? And most guys, what do? Barber, nothing fancy. Just one guy, $12, does everything. Cuts it, cleans it, does everything. He's got his combs and the blue juice. Anybody ever ask what that blue juice is? What is that? You ever see him whip out the comb? Okay, we're gonna comb your hair. Hey, you wanna get the acid off the comb? That's why it's falling out. So I go to this high-end Beverly Hills salon, right? And you drop a normal guy into a salon, we don't even know what we're doing in there. Right? Because ladies, you know, you spend the day there, you know how it works. We don't know what we're doing in there. It's very intimidating. I walked in, all the women that worked there had a headset on. I thought I walked into a Rhythm Nation video. They came out to edit. You gotta come up to and ask for your stylist. Yeah? Not a normal name, it's just some guy, you know, some foreign guy, you don't even know how to pronounce. Like, hi, excuse me, I'm here for, Damo? Is that a guy? And Damo's so busy, he can't even come out to see you, right? He sends out an assistant. She comes out, hi, Sebastian, welcome to Schwa Schwa. Would you like to go in the back and change? I'm getting my hair cut, right? When the hell did you get naked to get a haircut? When did this start? I didn't get the memo. Because they put you in a room with these beautiful robes. I take off my shirt, I put the robe on, I'm like, what am I doing? I come back in the salon, nobody tells you where to go. Just walking around. Damo here? Walked into the area where they wash you. You know, they got all the washing set up. Playmate model comes out. Beautiful woman comes out. She's like, hi, Sebastian. Can I wash your head? Yeah, let's get this started. Where do I go for this? So I got the robe on? So I sit down in the bowl. She puts my head down and she starts giving me a beautiful sensual massage, and then like a nipple fell in my mouth. I was like, how much does this cost? Now she dries me. Now you got that dry head and a robe. She puts me back into the salon, still no direction, just, Damo here? I go to Damo's station, it's like a shrine. His chair's elevated. Sit in the chair, no Damo. Waiter came up to me. Can I get you a biscotti? Some cappuccino? What, now? I'm getting my hair cut. And some smoke started in the corner. Comes Damo. A cape. He's got his shears in a holster. Says Damo. He took his shears out. And he walked away. Like, this is over? And then he came back with product. They love the product. They love the upsell, right? Come back with a little thing, right? Hey, you can't even get this in the States, you know? What? And he did that little whip, what they do, you know, a little... Okay. Yeah, like they're gonna make a pizza. Okay, we're gonna do it, right? Nice. Then he starts going in on my head. I'm sitting there, what? And after it's done, you're just sitting there looking at yourself. You're like, God, I look fantastic. It's the best $1,800 I've ever spent.
Something's wrong in the country, okay? Where do people get the time? Look around you. Everybody's just walking around. Taking a photo of yourself? They call it a selfie. I can't even say the word without sweating. I can't stand the word. I call it taking a lonely. Do you know how alone you gotta be? That you can't find anybody to take a photo? That you got 838 photos of yourself in your bathroom? What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, that's what we do. We go out as a society. That's all we do is go out. Go out to dinner with your friends. That always gets weird. Especially if you go out with a group and you go out to anything like a dinner or whatnot. And when the bill comes, it gets weird. Because what normally happens is the bill will travel around the table. People will then begin to pitch in what they think they owe. The problem with this is there's always somebody last to get the bill. A look of confusion and concern comes over their face. They're like, what? Now people see this and they're like, oh, need a couple extra dollars or something like that? And they're like, well, I'm $687 short. So the $2 you're gonna pitch in ain't even gonna put a dent in this. So how about this? How about the bill take another lap? Do another lap. I don't think my chicken tenders were $700. That's one way it might work, right? Sometimes you'll be out to the dinner and somebody picks up the bill at your table. Now, there's a game involved with this. If somebody's nice enough to pick up a bill, you just don't go, hey, thanks. No, there's a game. Somebody takes the bill off the table. You have to stand up and lunge for the bill. You lunge, but you don't touch it. Because if you touch it, you might end up with it. You're like, I never wanted it. I just wanted to act like I did. So you stop shy. What the? And you act like you don't know. You know exactly what's going on, but you have to act like you don't. You're like, come on, what are you doing with that? Come. Now the person will go, please, come on. I'm making a lot of money, you know that. I got this tonight, right? The person doesn't sit down. You have to come back with number 2, right? Now you go fish for the money. You're like, that's ridiculous. It's a lot of money. Hold on here, right? And you go for the money, but the money's back here. You just shake a pocket, hoping they cut you off. If that person has any class, they'll like, please, come on now. You're embarrassing yourself. I got this. Get it next time. You have to come back with number 3. At least let me leave that tip now. Come on, huh? Now the person will then say, your money's foreign. I got it all. Now, I've been in situations where I go, let me leave the tip. And the person's like, sure, go ahead. I'm like, you cheap bastard. I don't want to scuba dive. I think something's going to happen if I do that. All right? I'm fearful. If I jump in, something's going to go wrong that they've never seen on the boat before. There's going to be something. Oh, my God. Tony, we got another hose? No. I thought you brought it. No, I didn't bring it. And I'm going to be 400 feet. Bring me on. I'm bleeding out of my ears. I knew I shouldn't have done it. My wife grew up in Florida. You know, she grew up on the ocean, so she wants to like jet ski or wave run. We rented a wave runner once. We got one. She drove, and I sat in the bitch seat. Now the guy comes out, and I gotta listen to the guy's instructions. My wife don't listen. She got no attention span. I gotta hone in on the guy. The guy's like, here's your life vest, man. Put that on. I said, listen, you gotta put it on. I can't put this on. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna miss a buckle. Shit's gonna fly off. You gotta do it. He's like, here's your mouthpiece. I'm like, oh my God, we could lose our teeth on this activity? I look at my wife, she got nothing on. I said, put on your mouthpiece. Put on your mouthpiece. Put on your mouthpiece. We could lose our teeth, honey. So there's 4 other people that rented wave runners. Now the guy's got to come out and give us the whole spiel. He's like, all right, listen, there's orange buoys all over the ocean. It's giving you the perimeter of where you can and cannot go. Now, on the southeast side of the ocean, we spotted some sharks earlier this morning. Stay away from the southeast side. Now, me, I don't know southeast, north, I don't know any of that shit. If you told me right now what way is it, I have no idea. I don't know the compass. And I don't ask, too. If I don't know something, I don't ask. If we're in mixed company, I just ask my wife, do you know where southeast is? No. Okay, we're gonna get eaten by sharks tonight. Okay, let's go. We're gonna get eaten by sharks because I don't want to ask the guy, embarrass myself in front of 8 people I don't know because I didn't pay attention in 5th grade. This guy's in the middle of his speech. He's like, all right, on the north side, and my wife guns it. She don't even listen. She's like, I'm like, oh my God, babe, go back. Go back. It's rough water, babe, go back. Slow down, babe. I'm paralyzed, babe. I can't feel nothing. My shoulders are numb, my fingertips, I can't feel nothing, babe. Go back. I'm bleeding, babe, out of my mouth. The blood is pooling in my mouthpiece. My dick's in your ass, babe. Get it out. This is a family-friendly beach. It's a family-friendly beach, babe.
It's good to be in a relationship. It all starts at the first date. That's the big date, right? Normally go out for dinner. But the guy does, ladies, at the dinner date, he's just trying to figure out how much the bill is in his head before it comes to the table. And when I went out for sushi, I have no idea what sushi costs. Chicken, salad, steak, I know what that goes for. A dynamite roll? I have no idea what the hell that is. So I can't really guess what the price is. But the bill came, I'm thinking, that's about $120. I do the quick peek. $30. That's what we do on that first date. We don't look at it like it's a life insurance policy, right? We act like it didn't even come, you know? So I saw the total, $256. Yeah. Ooh. I closed it, and then I started sweating on the inside of my body. Because on that first date, you can't let on that total might bother you, right? You just have to take that poker face. But if you've been dating for a while, or you're married, and you get a bill like that, you'll flip it over. Can you believe this crap? What the hell did you eat? You better take a good look at this place. We're not coming back here again. Take a look at the art. Lick the plate. Take the wasabi home. Steal something. Take a dish. Put it in your purse. They're not looking. Put it in your purse.
So I sit down. I open up my book. Now, my biggest problem, I can't mind my own business. I'm half away through the first page. And I start looking around like, what the fuck are they doing? What is this? Why are they doing that? There's a group of guys came down loud. I'm not into loud people. I heard them before I saw them. It's this group, the high five group. You ever get this group that comes down? Why? You're 42 years old. Why are you high-fiving? You're at the pool. You didn't score a touchdown. What are you high-fiving people for at the pool? And they sit right next to me. I'm like a magnet for these types, right? They sit right next to me. Now I'm honed in on this group. Guy took his shoe off, 4 Band-Aids on his foot. How does it get to 4 Band-Aids? How does this happen? After 1 Band-Aid, isn't that a hospital visit? What are you trying to fix at your home with 4 Band-Aids? 1 box of Band-Aids should last your entire life. This is a one-time purchase. When you die, you should have leftover Band-Aids for generations to come. And I'm thinking, if this guy gets into the pool with his Band-Aids on, they're gonna have to drain the pool and refill it. I'm not getting into the pool with Band-Aid juice floating on top of the pool, all right? I don't know what's underneath the Band-Aids. There's always a Band-Aid. There's always a loose Band-Aid in the pool. It will find you. You'll be talking, hanging out, right? And the damn thing will just come in. You're like, oh God! It's a Band-Aid! Get it away from me! Get it away from me! You're wearing Band-Aids, you should be disallowed in the pool area, okay? But this is the country, people. This is what we're living in. We are in trouble. Igloo coolers and Band-Aids, okay? No wonder the Chinese are winning, all right? Customer service, they gave up. The grocery store gave up on us. They put in self-express checkout lanes. They basically said, you know what? You do it. Why am I working at the grocery store now? Do you ever look over there? Nobody knows what's going on. It's a bundle of confusion. Right? There's always a guy sitting there with like some artichokes going, We weren't properly trained on this machine. Those people go through a 3-week training on this computer, and we're just jumping in on it. Again, I never want to be the problem, okay? So my grocery store is open 24 hours a day. You know what I did? I went in at 3 a.m. Nobody there. I did a self-training on this machine. I got all the different screens down. I memorized some of my favorite items. 4162, bananas. I know this stuff. So on a Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when it's packed, I'm cooking. I'm helping out other people. But I was in the human line, I'm sitting there. My line ain't moving. Had a price check. You ever get this? They're sitting there, they scan the steak. Price doesn't show up. Now they have to turn and ask Timmy, the bagger, to go find out what the T-bone steak costs. And that person's always like, yes, Timmy, could you please go find out for me? And now you hear the whole line just get deflated and pissed off at this one person because they didn't pick out the right steak. I never want to be the problem. If they scan my steak and it doesn't show up, you know what I tell the cashier? Forget it, I don't need it, keep it going. You think I'm gonna wait for Timmy? Timmy don't even know he's working. This kid leaves here, he ain't coming back. Was there even an interview with this kid? He wanted to come over and help me with there's a construction job, right? But my dad doesn't know. I got like a contractor that I got doing this stuff. He's like, I'm gonna help you. I go, Dad, it's all right. You know, you forget it. You're 72. What are you gonna do? I wish I knew how to do it. There's guys in here that know how to build. I got buddies like this. They build like a deck on the weekend. You go over to their house and they're always like, you want to see the deck I built? You built a deck? When? Today. Today? I took a nap. You built the whole deck? You know guys like this? Flatbed, F-150. Sawdust, got a shed in the back. A lot of wood. I don't do any of this. I gotta hire a contractor. And this guy could tell me anything, I believe him. Every morning he comes down, it's a different thing. He's like, Sebastian, can I talk to you for a second? My 38 years of contract, I've never seen anything like this. The wall, it's a wall, the wall. There's a bend in the wall. Come on, feel it, feel the bend. Like an idiot, I'm like, okay, I feel the bend. I don't really feel it. Well, it's there. We could leave it. It's entirely up to, we could leave this wall as is. But when you're watching the game on Sunday, the house could fall down on your family. You tell me.
Because with your iPod, you got everything right here, you know, whatever. Workout music, whatever. One button, you got it. Yeah. God forbid if you're still working with cassette. Remember the tape? Put that in your yellow waterproof Walkman? Right? Why was that waterproof? Anybody ever go swimming with that damn thing on? Anybody ever dive in a pool? Give me my Walkman, I'm going under. Took you all afternoon to find a song on a cassette tape. You'd be sitting there. It's not on this tape. Where is it? You told me it was on the Maxell 90. Where is it? 90 minutes of music they gave us, remember? And they bumped it up. They gave us 120, 2 hours. Yeah, I didn't know what to do. I was calling my friends, dude, 2 hours of music. Where are they going with this stuff? Now I got my friends with the iPod. Hey, Sebastian, I got 79 weeks of music right here. There was no iTunes back then. You like a song tonight, you'll burn it when you get home. You'll get that song. Not 20 years ago, I had to wait 4 or 5 weeks. That damn thing came on the radio, right? And I always had my cassette in the radio. Right? I didn't know when my song was coming on. I had to be ready. I could have been washing my car, right? Hear my song. That's it, that's it. Got it. 4 weeks I've been waiting for this to come on. Sometimes we got the DJ introduction on it, remember that? You're like, oh, I got the intro now. Oh, man, they're not gonna think I bought it. Then we fill up the tape. It's label time. Gotta label it. Take it, peel off side A, right? Put that on the tape. Give it some stupid name we thought was so cool. Hot Hits. Mega Mix. Remember that little sleeve they gave you? A little cassette sleeve that you're supposed to turn around and write the name of the artist and the song? They give you about this much room to do all that. Be sitting there writing the song, and then you have to whip it down the side. Wham.
Everybody's got a secret in the room. Everybody. Everybody here has a secret. Especially that lady. My secret, I couldn't digest dairy, okay? Something you can't share first month of date. And you can't be out to dinner and go, listen, I can't have any dessert. I'm gonna shit the bed tonight, all right? No, you just eat the dessert and you deal with the consequences later on, all right? Went back to her place, started to watch a movie. Halfway through the movie, the dairy starts dancing, right? I had to ask her real cool. This is in the beginning where you have to be cool with everything. You're like, listen, you got a bathroom or something like that? I don't know why you got a bathroom or something like that or something. Something I could use. Hoping she would say, yeah, it's down the hall to the right, and then you go outside. She's like, no, it's just around the corner. You want me to pause the movie? I said, no, actually, could you turn it up a little bit? Turn it up. Want to hear the acoustics in the bathroom. So I would lock the door. I would put the water on in the bathroom, get some noise going. I later told her, right? I said, yeah, I had a dairy problem. She's like, dairy? I thought you had OCD. I thought you were constantly washing your hands. Washing my hands? I was farting into your towels. Anything to muffle the sound, just... Oh God, I hope she doesn't wash her face with that. God, I can't go back out there. It's rancid. It's so rancid. But it's fun. It's fun being married, sharing my life. What a beautiful woman. All my friends got married when they were real young. In their early 20s, they all started families, start popping out kids. I was the last guy to get married, all right? So they were excited for the bachelor party. You know, married guys with kids, they're looking for a prison break, right? The phone started ringing off the hook. We gotta plan your bachelor party. My buddy said, we gotta plan your bachelor party or I'm gonna fake my own death soon, all right? But that's what we do. We go out as a society. That's all we do is go out. Go out to dinner with your friends. That always gets weird. Especially if you go out with a group and you go out to anything like a dinner or whatnot. And when the bill comes, it gets weird. Because what normally happens is the bill will travel around the table. People will then begin to pitch in what they think they owe. The problem with this is there's always somebody last to get the bill. A look of confusion and concern comes over their face. They're like, what? Now people see this and they're like, oh, need a couple extra dollars or something like that? And you're like, well, I'm $687 short. So the $2 you're gonna pitch in ain't even gonna put a dent in this. So how about this? How about the bill take another lap? Do another lap. I don't think my chicken tenders were $700. That's one way it might work, right? Sometimes you'll be out to the dinner and somebody picks up the bill at your table. Now, there's a game involved with this. If somebody's nice enough to pick up a bill, you just don't go, hey, thanks. No, there's a game. Somebody takes the bill off the table. You have to stand up and lunge for the bill. You lunge, but you don't touch it. Because if you touch it, you might end up with it. You're like, I never wanted it. I just wanted to act like I did. So you stop shy. What the? And you act like you don't know. You know exactly what's going on, but you have to act like you don't. You're like, come on, what are you doing with that? Now the person will go, please, come on. I'm making a lot of money, you know that. I got this tonight, right? The person doesn't sit down. You have to come back with number 2, right? Now you go fish for the money. You're like, that's ridiculous. It's a lot of money. Hold on here, right? And you go for the money, but the money's back here. You just shake a pocket, hoping they cut you off. If that person has any class, they'll like, please, come on now. You're embarrassing yourself. I got this. Get it next time. You have to come back with number 3. At least let me leave that tip now. Come on, huh? Now the person will then say, your money's foreign. I got it all. Now I've been in situations where I go, let me leave the tip, and the person's like, sure, go ahead. I'm like, you cheap bastard. They're so relaxed. They're the type of family that when they graduated college, they took a year off to go find themselves. Do you know people like this? They graduate and they go backpacking through Europe and stay at hostels like they're broke. They go find themselves. That shit don't fly on my side. When I graduated college, I couldn't tell my father, Dad, I'm gonna go to Europe to go find myself. What do you mean, go find yourself? I found you. You're right here in my house. Where are you gonna go? You wanna see you? Go look in the mirror. You got no job, and you're in my house. I found you. You're here.
I'm in a text message war right now. Anybody do text messaging? Never knew I had the option. Get in a fight with your girlfriend. You'll find out what text messaging is all about. I left the house, a little envelope came up on the screen. I'm like, what is it? It's a message from her. I pressed it. It's like, why have you changed? And I didn't know there was rules to text messaging. I called her back. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, what the hell are you doing? We're not ready for this. Hang up and text me back. I'm not good with the thumb. And there's a thing on here that will help you out called T9 word. It will actually guess what you're trying to say. Yeah, don't use this drunk. Don't come home horny, drunk. You want to text your girl a sexy message? Look what you're typing before you send it. I didn't look. I just, I got a call right back. She's like, what do you mean you want to kick my puppy? Because we love the phone. We love this thing. I saw you guys coming in, looking at it. If it doesn't ring, 5-10 minutes go by, you get nervous. You take it out, you're like, is this on? What is... Just dying for a call. And they give you so many options. Anybody using any of these options? Anybody using the world clock? Anybody ever stop you? Excuse me, time is in Japan, please? Voice memo? Who's walking around town? Buy eggs. We just love hitting buttons, don't we? Love it. You ever get into stuff that you don't even know what the hell you're getting into? You ever get into starting web browser by accident? Phone starts connecting, you start sweating, you're like, I gotta get out of this. This is at least $82 a minute. I know it. It's connecting. Phone is shaking. I drop my phone. You ever do that? Drop it. It happens in slow motion. Came out of the pocket. You try and catch it, but you can't. And my battery flew off. You ever have the battery flew off? For some reason, we think this thing's got a heartbeat. Like we got to put it together within seconds. Like, oh my God, the battery, come on, breathe!
But Italians and Jews, very similar, you know. People say same corporation, different division, all right? We get along. There's an obvious, thing with the religion. I went to my first Passover dinner. That's what she's like, well, my mother's gonna have Pass. Okay, we'll go to the dinner. 7:30, we sit down at her mother's house. I'm starving, right? Starving. They start passing out pamphlets, like reading material. I'm like, what's going on? What are we doing here? What's with the... She's like, no, we read for 2 hours. 2 hours? I said, listen, I'm Italian. As soon as I sit at a table, I gotta have bread within 15 seconds of sitting down, all right? I need something to do with my right hand. I need there's some oil coming out? We got oil? I need oil. Now. Hungry. And the food they start bringing out, oh God, terrible, terrible food. Jews have no idea what the hell they're doing in the kitchen. These people have no cuisine. Celery, crackers, jam. I'm like, what is it? We're losing people. People are leaving. We need food. After breakfast, they fall apart, the Jews. After a bagel, cream cheese, lox, where are they going? They got nothing. They have nothing. Has anybody ever said to you, we went to this Jewish restaurant last night? The gefilte, amazing. I respect the Jews, but let's just have the Italians cater the Passover meal, all right? Come on. I could read for a couple of hours with some meatballs on the table. My friends all have kids. They're always asking me, Sebastian, when are you... And I go, I don't know if I want kids. They're like, what? I said, no. Sebastian, kids are a miracle. It's an amazing thing. Once you have one of your own, it's not about you anymore. It's about them. Why the hell would I want to do that? And it's not the kids I got a problem with. It's the parents today. It's a different parent than how we grew up. First of all, is everybody's kid fantastic? Why is everybody bragging about their kids? Don't we have any dumb kids anymore? My parents were honest with people. They never bragged about me. We went to the aunts and the uncles. As soon as we walked in, my father was like, yeah, we don't know what the hell's wrong with him. I don't know, something's off with this kid. Something's loose. Look at how big his head is. Look at the head on this kid. All right, they put me in the go in the basement, play Pong. All right. Now I got my friends always coming over with the kids, bragging, Sebastian, she's so advanced. She's reading at a 4th grade level. She's only in 2nd grade. Show Sebastian the face. Show the face you make. I don't give a shit. If your kid could fly from my backyard to the front yard, yeah, I might want to see that. She's unbelievable. How's it happening? But whatever your kid does, nobody cares. They got their kid in every sport nowadays, every activity. What are you doing? The kid's exhausted. Pick one thing for this kid to do. But no, the father, the mother can't fathom that the child just might not be good at something. It's never the kid's fault for lack of talent. It's the coach. You ever get this family? They gotta complain to the coach. They come up to the coach. Coach, wanna come here? Yeah. Hi, we're the Gibsons. Just wondering why my child Tyler's not participating in the game with the rest of the kids. 'Cause he stinks. That's why we got a bench. But my wife grew up like very athletic. She grew up in a family where they have a lot of time on that side. They got a lot of money, so nobody's doing anything really, you know? Everybody's really relaxed. Like when I went over there for the first time, I was meeting my wife's family, and like everybody was home. Like on a Tuesday at 2:30, I go, why is everybody home? Like no one works over there. They just, you know, I like, what does your cousins do? I don't know really. I don't really know what they do. I think they're in advertising, but I don't really know what they do. They're so relaxed. They're the type of family that when they graduated college, they took a year off to go find themselves. Do you know people like this? They graduate and they go backpacking through Europe and stay at hostels like they're broke. They go find themselves. That shit don't fly on my side. When I graduated college, I couldn't tell my father, Dad, I'm gonna go to Europe to go find myself. What do you mean, go find yourself? I found you. You're right here in my house. Where are you gonna go? You wanna see you? Go look in the mirror. You got no job, and you're in my house. I found you. You're here. My wife's side's like really happy and they encourage things, right? They like do retreats as a family. They work on their inner self. We work on our inner self. They do therapy. My family don't do any of this. No therapy, no bettering. It's like, this is it. What are you gonna do? Change? This is you. No one's popping pills on my side. Nobody's on antidepressants. My father's like, I've been depressed for 30 years. We just handled our problems in the house. We didn't broadcast our problems. My father was like, shh, don't tell nobody what's going on in here, okay?
I shower. It's an event in my house. Some of my friends call me, hey, I'm gonna take a quick shower, I'll be right over. Yeah, stay in there for a bit. Clean yourself. Huh? I get in the shower, I do a full body pre-soak. It's time to work. Who's still washing with their hands? What are you doing? You wash your car with your hands? Go get a loofah. An exfoliating glove. It's time to work. Got my Lever 2000 antibacterial body wash. Yeah, you know, put a little dime of soap in your glove and you lather up. And I shut the shower off. No need for water right now. I do a full lathering from head to toe. And why are we rinsing so fast? Let the soap work. I sit there 8-9 minutes just marinating. I get out of the shower, I got a little baby powder waiting for me. Take a little of that. Got a hot date like this guy, think I might get lucky, take another scoop. All right, prepare it. You want them coming back here. They're not gonna come back if it smells like seaweed. I go a step further. I put a little cologne on mine. Hurts at first. But 9 hours later, when she's got a mouthful of Aqua di Gio, who's happy? Then I put my clothes on, take the cologne again. I do my 2 sprays on the wrist, 4 in a walkthrough. Then I'm ready to go buy milk. That grocery store, people stink, don't they? Sometimes the stench will find you. I was sitting in line, I was like, man, where's this coming from? What is this? This guy's mouth was so bad, it was cascading over my head. I got caught in a mouth cloud. And a lot of people, they just keep it in. They're like, God, this guy stinks. I talk to people while I'm out. I had to turn around with this guy. It was so bad. I was like, excuse me, sir? Somebody crapped in your mouth? My eyes are watering. Drop the tabloid, pick up one of these Altoids, will you please?
Everybody's got a secret in the room. Everybody. Everybody here has a secret. Especially that lady. My secret, I couldn't digest dairy, okay? Something you can't share first month of date. And you can't be out to dinner and go, listen, I can't have any dessert. I'm gonna shit the bed tonight, all right? No, you just eat the dessert and you deal with the consequences later on, all right? Went back to her place, started to watch a movie. Halfway through the movie, the dairy starts dancing, right? I had to ask her real cool. This is in the beginning where you have to be cool with everything. You're like, listen, you got a bathroom or something like that? I don't know why you got a bathroom or something like that or something. Something I could use. Hoping she would say, yeah, it's down the hall to the right, and then you go outside. She's like, no, it's just around the corner. You want me to pause the movie? I said, no, actually, could you turn it up a little bit? Turn it up. Want to hear the acoustics in the bathroom. So I would lock the door. I would put the water on in the bathroom, get some noise going. I later told her, right? I said, yeah, I had a dairy problem. She's like, dairy? I thought you had OCD. I thought you were constantly washing your hands. Washing my hands. I was farting into your towels. Anything to muffle the sound, just... Oh God, I hope she doesn't wash her face with that. God, I can't go back out there. It's rancid. It's so rancid. But it's fun. It's fun being married, sharing my life. What a beautiful woman. All my friends got married when they were real young. In their early 20s, they all started families, start popping out kids. I was the last guy to get married, all right? So they were excited for the bachelor party. You know, married guys with kids, they're looking for a prison break, right? The phone started ringing off the hook. We got to plan your bachelor party. My buddy said, we got to plan your bachelor party or I'm going to fake my own death soon, all right? It's all changing, man. And if you want to see a big change and see what's happening in the United States, get called in for jury duty. Last week, I was at jury duty the whole week. Am I the only one going to this stuff? I call my friends, you going? Nah, we shred it. What? So I go 7:30 in the morning, right? 300 people. Right? You sit there in this little room, right? And I don't know, man, we're in trouble as a country. If you want to get a temperature gauge on what society is looking like, go to jury duty. They say it's a jury of your peers. The people there are one step away from being a defendant. Now, nobody knows how to follow instruction. The guy's up there. It's simple. Name. Okay, name, right? Address. And people are like, Then he opens it up for questions. Any questions? Worst thing you could do to the general public is start opening up a question session. The hands that shot, this woman's shoulder almost popped off. People love to hear themselves speak. I have a medical condition. Nobody gives a shit. Fill out the form and go to the courtroom. The guy next to me in broken English asked me how to put his name tag into the laminate. And I'm like, you're gonna determine? Whether somebody goes to prison and you're having problems with the name badge? You need a release, right? You need to go out. You need to do stuff like this. Friday night comes out. Come on, we're going out. We're gonna do stuff. Right? I went out last week to a nightclub. I can't do this anymore. I'm getting way too old for the nightclubs. You know you're old when you walk into a nightclub and you're like, is it loud in here? Why is my hair vibrating? We just handled our problems in the house. We didn't broadcast our problems. My father was like, shh, don't tell nobody what's going on in here, okay? Even within our family, there was like secrets. No one said anything. My grandfather had polio. He had one leg significantly shorter than the other leg. Nobody said nothing. Nobody mentioned he had a disease. My whole childhood, I was just like, okay, that's the way men from Sicily walked. I asked my father one day, I said, what's wrong with Grandpa? What do you mean, what's wrong? Why would you say that about your grandfather? What do you mean, what's wrong with him? I don't know, he's got a 2x4 nailed to his heel. I never seen a shoe like that. Nobody's saying anything about the man's shoes.
But the Vegas trip with the girl is a totally different Vegas trip than with the guys, right? Yeah. I recently went to Vegas for a bachelor party. Yeah. Guys, do not go to Vegas for a bachelor party with 10 of your cheapest friends. I get there, all of us are staying in one room. So yeah, we're not gonna spend much time up here. Just take the bathtub. You'll be all right. And the best man's bragging, we got strippers coming up to the room, man. Strippers, yeah, we got 2 of them. Everybody's got to buck up. The total's $29.95. $30? Who the hell are we getting for $30?
Now, the check-in process at the airport, they don't want to look at you. Head down, right? No smile, nothing. I feel like I'm working. Right? I feel like I work at United. Hi, how you doing? Right? The only time they get happy is when the bag goes over the weight allowance. They love telling you you're gonna owe extra on this bag. And you know it's heavy. When you're packing it at home, you tell your wife, we're never gonna make it with the, it's okay, okay, I'll put it, huh? It's so heavy, right? You put it up there, and you know it's heavy, so you kind of try and release it. You do that like kind of soft release, like that's gonna take weight off the bag. And her mood changes. She's like, ooh, I'm sorry. Your bag is 2 pounds over. You're gonna have to take 2 pounds out of your bag. Now, like an idiot, I gotta open up my bag in front of 187 people. I don't know what 2 pounds is. I'm taking out a boot, a sock, toothpaste. Is this 2 pounds? Does anybody know what 2 pounds is? They're gonna charge me an extra $8,000. You think the boot's a half a pound? I go, where do you want me to put this? She's like, put that in your carry-on. I said, it's still going on the plane. What does it matter if it's on top or underneath? The guy behind me's 500 pounds. That doesn't matter? My sock is gonna take the plane into the Pacific, but you prepared for this type of weight? It's a scam. Every part of that airport bothers me. The TSA, the security checkpoint. This is what's guarding our country. Have you seen what's in the blue shirts at O'Hare? Do you feel safe with this type of security? I've been all over the world, Egypt, Lebanon, Beirut. I've been all over. The security in their airports, unbelievable. All military, neat, hats, machine guns. Have you seen our first line of defense? You see the first guy they send out? Take out your laptop! Your liquids, your creams, your gel. And can we leave the shoes on? Have you seen people's feet? Guy took his shoe off, looked like he had a machete hanging off his toe. I swear to God. Like he could cut provolone. Just a thin slice of provolone. How does your toenail get to this point? Don't you glance down and go, shit, I gotta cut this before it starts coming through my shoes. These are basic skill sets.